Mark here at WhiskyWhistle, your wise choice in independent whiskey and spirits reviews. Today on Whiskey Review number 243, we're going to be looking at another 2017 WhiskyWhistle Whiskey of the Year, this one in the category of age-stated deluxe whiskey, and that is the Glendronach Allardice. This is a single malt Scotch whiskey. It is from the Highlands region. Let's get it poured first of all. It's 46% ABV, it's unchill-filtered, and it's natural in color. And what a color that is. And Mark, what a pour, my goodness. That was a bit of a heavy pour, probably 40 milliliters. Not good because I don't have much left of this. I could pour some back in. Should I do that? Nah. Now here on WhiskyWhistle, we like to look at the color of the whiskey first, followed by the legs. After that, we'll check out the nose, the palate, and the finish before giving it the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score. Make sure you stay right to the end to find out what that score will be. Now, we'll get started right away. Before we do that, I want to also show you the 2017 WhiskyWhistle Whiskey of the Year for the category of non-age stated deluxe whiskey, and that is Glenmorangie Astar. So I'm going to pour a little bit of that as well. Now this one is also unchill filtered. However, this is much higher strength. This is 52.5% ABV, almost cask strength. This is the second coming of Astar. So we'll just pour just a little bit. Don't have much left. There we go, that's enough. Just to taste. This also I believe to be natural in color. It's a limited release, and they've used some amazing new casks, new bourbon, well, ex-bourbon casks, all first fill. One reason why I think this is natural in color. All right, now I'm going to let these breathe for a little while. So there'll be a short break here, but for you anyway, there will be no break whatsoever. It'll just be a little slice in the video. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to pour yet another whiskey. All right, so stay tuned. Welcome back. Well, this is a winner's table here. The WhiskyWhistle Whiskey of the Year for 2017, the category of non-age stated right here. That is the Astar from Glenmorangie. And, well, the focus of today is the Glendronach Allardice, the winner of the WhiskyWhistle Whiskey of the Year for the category of age-stated deluxe whiskey. Now, first of all, let's have a look at the color of the Glendronach Allardice. So what do you see there? What a dark, dark hue that is. Now, I would call this pretty darn near mahogany. Might be one step down, more like a darkly polished cherry, perhaps. It's got kind of a reddish glow to it, doesn't it? What a great color that is. Being a 100% ex-sherry matured whiskey, this is known as a sherry bomb normally. Okay, the legs. Let's see the legs of the Allardice. Round and round it goes. Here we are. Very slow formation. And the first legs are just getting towards the bottom. And look how they hang on the glass there. Boy, oh boy. All right, we can expect a very nice mouthfeel with this one. Let's check out the nose for the Glendronach Allardice. Chocolate and raisins. A little bit of mild coffee. I can smell a hint of peat in there, just a touch. And along with those chocolate, the chocolate and the raisins, a little bit of kind of like a stewed cherry Not a maraschino cherry, but cherries that have been stewed. There's a little bit of a baked, kind of like a brownie, a rich chocolate cake, but almost getting into the brownie end. What a delight that is to smell. There's a hint of leather also. And I'm noticing the nutmeg even more now than before. Cocoa powder. Whoa, it's really, really nice. Okay, on to the palate. Cheers, everybody. It is so, it just overwhelms your mouth. It's very coating. Everything I mentioned in the nose is there. The cherries, the chocolate, the raisins. Some other fruits there as well. Some plums, dried plums, also known as prunes. Here also a little bit of lemon candy. A hint of ginger on the palate, and it gets a bit dry. The finish is nice and long. The finish is dominated by the lemon candy, the those stewed cherries, and the raisins. Oh, very nice. It's really an incredible whiskey, and this is why it has won the award. Okay, let's put some water in. I'm going to add one and a little bit more, like so. That's about 2 milliliters of water added. We'll stir it about. And I'll let that sit for just a minute. And we'll just talk very briefly about the Astar. Now, what I love about this most is the wood that they've used. They've used some incredible American oak, ex-bourbon American oak. They've chosen the wood. They've hand-picked the wood. It's from their own forest in the Ozarks in Missouri. It's been coopered expressly for them. Then they've loaned those amazing bespoke casks to a bourbon distillery. I wonder which distillery it was. My guess is that it was Woodinville. That's my guess. Anyway, so they've loaned those for 4 years. So it's matured bourbon first of all. Then they've shipped those casks over to Glenmorangie in Scotland to put in the new make spirit from Glenmorangie. And now we get this one, and it's just a heavenly pineapple and coconut. Just a very lovely scent. And I really like it so much that I gave it the award, but also it really does smell older than the 10-year-old. I would put this at about 13, 14 years old. Perhaps there is even some older whiskey in there. 52.5%, and you wouldn't notice. You'd think it was 46. Delicious flavor, lovely finish. Anyway, so that's the 2017 WhiskyWhistle Whiskey of the Year winner for the category of NAS Deluxe. Okay, now back into the Glendronach Allardice. This is now with water. I get more leather. Much more leather. I get a little bit more peat noticing here now. A little bit less cherry, a little bit more cocoa. So I like the direction it's taking. Maybe a tad less overall sweetness. Now let's check out the palate. Cheers again. A little bit more zesty. Not quite as heavy. It's a little bit lighter, obviously, but a little bit more of that lemon. Maybe a little bit more ginger also. It's also drier. The finish is largely unchanged. Nothing I can say about that one. It's like lemon infused raisins. Same with the finish. And it's got this nice candy-esque leftover flavor in my mouth. That's the finish, but anyway, it really hangs. Like stick candy that you would get at Christmas time, but not the peppermint ones, the other ones. Incredible. Boy, oh boy. Now, before we get on to the WhiskyWhistle Whiskey Score, I forgot to mention that. You know, there's a new Patreon account for WhiskyWhistle. Check that out, patreon.com, patreon.com/WhiskyWhistle. I'd love for you to join Team WhiskyWhistle. Check that out. Become a patron, all right? Now, the WhiskyWhistle Whiskey Score for the Glendronach Allardice. What's that going to be? Well, it's going to be 93 out of 100. Yes, you heard right. 93 out of 100 is the WhiskyWhistle Whiskey Score for the Glendronach Allardice. Incredible whiskey. I'd highly recommend it. Now, this one again, the date has been stamped off of here. I would probably guess that's the 2015. Kind of looks like that, but I can't see it. Anyway, make sure you look for that. Check out the information online. You might actually be able to get an Allardice that's actually older than 18 years old. There's all kinds of information online, so you can check that out, okay? All right, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. You can click the little icon right over here, and that'll subscribe you to the channel. Leave a comment. Have you tried this one? Is this on your list? I'd love to hear from you, okay? Take care, everybody. Goodbye. Thanks for watching WhiskyWhistle. Be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a like, and leave a comment down below. Be sure to stay tuned next time to join me, the host of the show, Mark, as I explore more whiskeys with you. Take care now, and we'll see you next time.